Day 2 it stumps in India well ahead, 312 for 2. And the talking point is, of course, a certain left-hand opener who's made his debut. And that is, of course, Yashasvi Jaiswal. My name's Avnish Hegde. Of course, I've joined in by 3. And we'll tell you all about them. But first and foremost, it is the stat which starts the show. And in terms of the stat, we have one sensational one. It comes from India's opening pair who dominated and who got a partnership of 229 and that odd. But look, the stat start we want to talk about is Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal, because at the end of the day, they have a difference, an age difference of 14 years and 242 days, which makes them, the best in terms of the age gap. And that is some way to start the show. I have Anirudh Suresh, I have Cricket Crazy Nicks, and I have Somesh Agarwal who fills in for Gurkirat today. Hopefully my audio is better, Jitin. This is a shout out to you and all the other guys in the comments telling us about our audio. But look, we're here and we're better. Ani, how are you? And you were covered in the live blog. Another boring day.
Yeah, I mean, if you compare it to the Ashes, for example, it's been a boring day. But from an Indian perspective, it really doesn't matter if it's boring or not, because they've got the job done. They have successfully batted West Indies out of the match, and that's all that matters, because unless rain intervenes or something, I think they have the points in the bag now. And what more, they have unearthed a new gem in Yashasvi Jaiswal as well, who's taken to international/test cricket like a duck to water. So all good for Indian cricket, but from an entertainment perspective, it's probably on the lower end of the spectrum. But it's fine. It's fine. Like, we are used to seeing tests like these. It's not something new.
It's honestly those adjectives we mentioned, right? So grit, determination, attritional cricket, and all of that. Kohli's still there. I don't know how. I mean, if West Indies had more reviews, maybe they would have gotten similar with the Jaiswal case. But sum up the day for me, in your perspective, and what really impressed you the most? Because Rohit Sharma also got it done.
Yeah, I mean, overall, India batted today at the run rate of 2.4, so not much to talk about apart from, of course, both the openers getting the ton and all the records that tumbled today. I think this is the highest opening partnership for India away from home, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, that just sums up how dominant India have been in this test. Disappointing for Gill to get out, because it might end up looking like a scorecard where he'll be the lone wolf, so to speak, who's missed out on an opportunity to score some good runs.
Yeah, Shubman Gill, 6 of 11. Not the first time that he's been undone. But look, at the end of the day, let's see how that really unravels. Guys, let's get into some of the talking points, including Nick's, in the experts' corner. Right, Nix, let me start with you, because was India a little too defensive today? We spoke about the run rate, so mentioned it over there. Would you like to see them at least go harder in the second session, maybe initially in the third session too?
So Jaiswal actually said this while batting, that itni tez maar raha hu par ball ja hi nahi raha hai. He legit said that to Virat, that he's trying to hit the ball hard, and but it's not going through, and it's just the nature of the deck. And of course, you don't play for the galleries, you play for the deck, and the deck demands you to apply yourself, because you've seen that, and especially with the way Rohit and Jaiswal started, right? For the most part of it, they always looked untroubled in terms of they got the hang of the deck. So if they bowled short, they had an answer to it. I don't think it's a pitch where you can force the issue. So, which is why we'll see that how West Indies playing the third innings could be crucial, because if they try and play shots, I don't think they may come out. So it'll have to be attritional. You'll have to take your time, and it is what it is. I mean, you can't change the nature of the deck.
And of course, the sluggish outfield. We've seen how generally, I mean, ones and twos have been pretty much the order of the day. So I'll come to you, but I just want to ask you about Rohit Sharma as an opener. 7 centuries now. I mean, where is he in the great pantheon of Indian openers to you, Anirudh?
If you look at the last 4 years, right, like since becoming an opener, I mean, he's been outstanding, no question. Probably the only thing that works against him is the longevity, because again, he's not played too many matches, but look, I think he's averaging now 47 outside Asia since his promotion as an opener in 2019, which is just stunning. And he never, I don't think he's posted a single digit score at all in this period. Like, there's been probably maybe one or two scores here and there, but he's been a model of consistency, and irrespective of the deck, he finds a way to adapt, adjust, and he just is such a bank for India up the order. So look, full props to Rohit. Again, this was not a very easy track to bat on. Yes, it looks like that, but the track was really slow and you had to go about it in a smart way. So probably that's why the run rate was not very attractive. But Rohit adapted, and most importantly, he put all the bad balls away. And even the century was a rank full toss which he hit through the covers. So full credit to Rohit. He's just going from strength to strength as an opener, and yeah.
So really quickly then, on the West Indian perspective, they used 9 bowlers. Everyone bowled apart from Tejnarayan Chandrapal and of course the keeper Josh De Silva. Could they have done anything different? Because they tried even the negative lines in length, Alzari Joseph around the wicket. If you were Craig Brathwaite, I mean, I know the only thing you share is not having hair in your head, but could you tell us more? If you were West Indies out there, what would you have done?
Maybe I think I share the bowling action as well from all the wickets that we play back. I think the only thing that they could have done maybe is to save that review. They just so badly wanted Virat Kohli's wicket that they sort of were in a rush, because at times these caught behinds or the edge reviews are a little tricky because there is no umpire's call there. You either get it out or lose it. So captains have to be that extra careful while opting for reviewing the edges. Having said that, I think more importantly, what West Indies should have done is maybe batted better, because I think what India have already done is utilized the goodness of the wicket, so to speak, because from here on, batting again is going to become very difficult, as we saw later in the innings when the spinners were bowling well. And of course, I mean, West Indies are not helped by the injury to their main off spinner. So again, it's they're hamstrung, and I think they from now itself they'll just start planning for the second test.
Okay, interesting. Just before we move on to the next segment, which is what's trending India, and that's Yashasvi Jaiswal for sure. Quick prediction of how much I should say India would get in their first innings.
So
they're 312 now.
Probably between 550 to 575, and they'll declare, I think.
So give me a number.
564 for 4 declared, maybe.
Wow, that's brave. Next, you?
I want a quicker declaration, so maybe 475 and declare.
Okay, and so?
I don't see them declaring. I mean, they just, at least they'll bat the entire day tomorrow if they are still, if they don't lose all the wickets. So maybe, 560 all out or something.
Okay, I'm going to go for 742 for 7. And India to win by innings and 500 runs, the best ever.
I'm calling a Yashasvi triple century.
Oh my word. Speaking of Yashasvi, you called a double. Let's move on to the next segment, which is what's trending India. Now, when you wake up this morning and read all the papers, you'll be reading that one name, Yashasvi Jaiswal. He was absolutely breathtaking. First and foremost, the stats, which matter, and then, of course, the boys' opinions. We have a table to show you. Now, look at what he's done in debuts across formats. The Ranji Trophy, 20 in none, okay. But Duleep Trophy, 228 against North East Zone. And then the India A, 146. Irani Trophy, the 213 and 144. And then Test right now, he's 143 not out at stumps on day 2. So brilliant. And not to forget, highest balls faced as an Indian debutant. And in the world, the record is Brendan Kuripu, the Sri Lankan man way back, did it against the Kiwis in Colombo. Talk to me about Yashasvi Jaiswal, because we praised him yesterday, but right now you just said, jokingly, maybe not jokingly, that he could get to his triple. The maturity he's shown, I mean, is remarkable. He got to his 100 in about 215 balls. He's 143 right now. Do you think he can go into 5th gear, and why hasn't he done that yet?
I think that's because of the surface, like what Nikhil said, right? Like there was multiple occasions during which he tried to force the issue, but the ball was not passing the 30-yard circle at all, because the wicket is slow, the outfield is slow, the bowling is slow. I mean, everything is slow. So Jaiswal can only do so much. But I was really impressed by how Jaiswal showed the full package. I mean, he did bring out the reverse sweeps, the sweeps, the lofted extra cover drive and all that. But also there was a phase in which he completely shut shop, and he was about for 75, 80 balls. I think he probably hit just a couple of boundaries, if not, maybe not even that. So this shows you the versatility he possesses, and to do that on debut at 21 years or age is ridiculous. And just one more final stat, like now Jaiswal has batted more than 350 balls now. It is the most by an opener on debut in this 21st century. So the previous record I think was held by Devon Conway. He's gone past that now.
That is remarkable. I mean, Som, what is the best thing about Jaiswal? Oh, he's disappeared. Maybe Som's not really appreciative. Just joking. Som, you're back. But honestly, I mean, we can praise him and literally say, okay, fine, he's a left-hander and he's showing all of that. But in the years to come, will he actually, be one of those crazy test batsmen as well?
I've been talking about optics quite a few times in the past few weeks. I mean, we discussed. I brought about the term optics while doing the preview as well. Something that I really liked about Jaiswal is he was very subdued when he got to his half century. There was a celebration for the sake of celebration. He really celebrated like a young players usually do once he got to his 100. So he had that target in mind, and even after getting to his 100, he did not throw it away. He did not play any rash shot that now I've got my 100, I can do whatever I want. But he looks set for that next milestone. So that's a good thing. And of course, I mean, we have been harping upon the absolute necessity for the left and right hand combination, and we saw that on display today. Had there been assembly line of right-handers, that is as it usually is with Indian cricket, now the proceedings for Jamel Wardikan would have been a lot more easier, especially after the wicket starting assisting him.
Yeah, I mean, Nix, I was going to ask you the toughest question regarding to Jaiswal tonight, which is what's his best trait? I mean, essentially, we've seen him in his short career. It's his fearless nature, which is, of course, seduced everyone. What do you think it is? Best trait?
I feel it's the hunger for runs. He said a very good line after the day's play that it's very difficult to get opportunities in this Indian team. So that is a very good acknowledgement, and of course it's a fact that it's also an acknowledgement that he knows that he can't give up after 100. So nobody wants to give up, but as Som said, you could have a lapse in concentration or be in that moment that it is an emotional moment for you getting your first test done, but then he was hungry for more runs, and that is something that you want to see from a 21-year-old. And then I think that it also shows in the scores that he's had in the domestic setup, where he's had a lot of daddy hundreds. So that is the kind of knock that you want to see from a youngster, that he's ready to bat so long and make an impact that is so big that it's not a 110 or 120. He's looking for a big one. So hopefully that can continue for him, because then that really sets the tone for him and for the team.
Absolutely, and some mad numbers, like we said. So delve deeper into the cricket.com website and the app in terms of all the data and the digesting over there. Let's swimmingly move on then to the last segment, which is, of course, for the viewers and for the boys, which is the quiz, and it's Who Am I? We obviously do this because, look, we have merchandise, some fantastic ones, which I'm wearing right now. He was wearing one yesterday. And Nix and Somesh have plenty of those t-shirts in their house. So maybe you should bother them about this quiz and you guys at home. So the first player, and here's the clue. Now this man, he played his first test against India in 1987. So we're talking about someone old. Sorry, whoever this man is, but it's true. Now he coached the Antigua Hawkbills in the CPL, remember them? And he also was the first ever cricketer to score 5,000 runs, take 100 catches, take 100 wickets and receive 100 caps in both ODI and tests. I think the action is a little bit of a clue as well, but I'm sure the boys will get this one because Nick's asked me for an easier quiz. I'm guessing he knows the right answer.
I am confused between two, but I don't think I can take a wrong name yet.
Okay, I know Anirudh and Som know the right answers. Let's move on to the second one. And it's this man. Obviously, you can tell that's an Indian guy giving away the clue there. Thanks, Shivu and Vikas. But look, clues. I was part of India's ODI squad touring the West Indies in 2006, 2007. He's just played 2 tests and 31 ODIs, and he's also played for the Kings 11 Punjab in the IPL. So who is this man? I think that's a relatively easy one. Remember, the winners only get it if they get all 3 right and if they're first in the comments. So right now, if you're eating your breakfast or whatever you're doing, let us know in your comments. The third one is this man, and he has played, of course, his last test match against the West Indies in 2013. I think that Sahara sponsorship is also another clue, and he also has 3 IPL titles and 100 plus test wickets. So good on that person.
I know the last two. I
know the last two with closing my eyes, just hearing the clues, literally. Guys, I mean, we all kind of went for bold predictions. I went for 700, 600, Som said 500, and Nick said 400, literally. I just want to ask you, what is the modus operandi right now? India could have won it, I think, at lunch, right? Just declare at 210. Ashwin would have probably done the magic, 58 for 7. West Indies, they would have lost instead of us staying up another night. I mean, can you guys quickly forecast what's going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, see, there's 3 more days left in the test. So I'm sure India will at least bat out 2.5 sessions tomorrow.
Why?
Because there is 3 days left in the test match. It's not their job to finish the match in 3 days so that...
test to go with the same bowling lineup. I mean, might as well just get more overs in their leg, make the series.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Come on, in office, so you were saying, bro, they should literally just go for it. But now you're just changing a stance.
No, I'm just saying, see, now that we know that they're not going for it, then just go the full Monty and just bat as deep as you can. I mean, it's clear, right? A run rate of 2.4. By the way, this is the first time ever in Virat Kohli's career when he's not hit a boundary for first 50 balls he's survived and faced. So, I mean, we clearly know that there is no real intent shown for scoring quick. So, if that's not the plan, then why declare half-heartedly? Might as well just bat and give everyone a chance.
Yeah, I mean, Nix, if you were Rahul Dravid, I don't know if you want to be him, but if you were him, what's the messaging you're giving your boys for day 3, which is generally perceived as a moving day?
I think they'll just bat normally as they have been. I'm sure there will be a point where they'll look to be a bit more expressive. I'm looking at 2 sessions of batting and then 1 session of bowling, and they may look to have at least 2-3 down.
I can see the classic 2.5 sessions of batting and then open with Ashwin and reduce the team to like 11 for 2 or 20 for 3. That's what, I mean, this feels like a home test for India, and that's what India do at home always. We are accustomed to seeing them doing this, like just give that last 8-9 overs to the spinners and they'll take 2 wickets, and next morning the match will get over.
We've seen it before. It's a similar script, and thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you have a fantastic, what is it now, Friday? It's Friday. We're into the wee hours of Friday. Another episode of the Calypso Cricket Confrontation, even though it's not a confrontation really. It's a stroll in the park for Team India in Dominica. There's more to come. Catch all the coverage on cricket.com and other content. Subscribe right now if you're new. And like this, we're 50 subscribers away from 35,000. It'll be absolutely brilliant if I wake up in the morning and see 35k. Just do it. Just do it right now, please. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. And thank you, gentlemen, for being such sports at 310 in the morning.